Alright, what is up, y'all? Today we're here with the finals of the PCP Pokemon Community Players, my league, that is in Season 2. So, we're here against Chris, and if you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking, he didn't bring his fucking Mega Metagross, which is insane. It's Mega Metagross. You bring it. That's what you do, you know? So it was crazy to me seeing his team. I thought Infernape, Uxie, and Thundurus were definitely coming, but I did not see these guys coming at all. So, looking at his team, Infernape could be Scarf, Thundurus can be Scarf, and Hydre-GONE can be Scarf. I have to figure out which of those three will be Scarf. And hopefully I can choose correctly and deal with it. Uxie is just going to be defensive most likely with like rocks or something. Definitely rocks. Azu is probably Belly Drum because that does beat my team other than Kartana. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. And then X-Cloud is probably, you know, it's an X-Cloud. It's either Scarf or Specs, and it just hits really fucking hard. And I do have the designated lead in Victini, so I just lead right off with that. Also, I'll kind of quickly go over the team, but if I did make a whole like 30-minute team builder, especially for this, so I do encourage you to go ahead and watch that. It is kind of long, and I know not everybody likes to like watch team builders and shit because it's kind of boring, but it does give you an in-depth look at what I'm actually bringing, why, what each stat is for, you know, what the spreads do for everything, and it was kind of cool. I liked it. I might do those occasionally, but we'll see. But yeah, go watch that. Whatever. If not, fuck you. And so I got Focus Sash Siggy, Sigilyph, Oh Shit Button, Scarf Victini with Taunt, Choppleberry Kartana with a little bit of bulk, Rocky Helmet Almamola with a tiny bit of Spadef, and then mostly, you know, HP and defense and whatnot. Adamant, relatively bulky in quotations, Beedrill, and then Groundium Z Rocks Dugtrio. That's his name. It flashed on the screen and I didn't. Yeah. So I lead off with my Pokemon that I said I would lead with, and he sends out X-Cloud. Now, the problem is I don't have a switch into X-Cloud. No amount of Spadef will help Almamola on that. It's fucking dying, man. Like, if not one hit, then two hits for sure. It's probably gonna outspeed me. That shit sucks. I have no play here. I can't. If I V-create him and he's like modest max speed, I can kill him. But I know Chris. He's a good player. He's not just gonna have fucking modest max speed X-Cloud. He's gonna have some bulk. He's gonna be doing something. So I figured the least I can do is U-turn out and calc it and get his damage and then pick a switch in. I took so long picking a switch in that fucking Pat was like, yeah, get scared in the chat. But I kind of have to, turn one, I have to sack my Focus Sash on Sigilyph just to have a switch in for X-Cloud. And I'm already, it's not going well as of turn one. I'm already like, fuck, what am I going to do? But at least with this, I can see if he is Scarf or Specs. Now, I don't actually have Psychic Stab. I have Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Whirlwind. Wasn't quite sure what to click. To go ahead and start sweeping with Kartana, I need a Beast Boost, obviously. And I can kill this if he's max HP if he's about 60% that I can kill him. So, Energy Ball does about 25 to 30%. That'll put him in range. I can just basically sack this off to see what his spread is, and if he is Scarf, then he's more likely to be max speed, and I can probably kill him regardless with Kartana. So, that's my play. And I click Energy Ball, and it goes by for a second, and I click Cancel, and I'm like, you know what? Just in fucking case he wants to go to like Infernape or Hydre-GONE, although I doubt he would go Infernape on a Psychic type. You know, just in case, I'm going to throw off a Dazzling Gleam, just to make sure that no shenanigans happen. And let me tell you, some shenanigans happen.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You okay?
Yeah, that just happened. Turn 2, all of a sudden things are looking up for old Shaden, you know? I was astounded he made that play, honestly. Like, I know I'm a psychic type, I would just click psychic move on X-Cloud, but I don't see the point in risking it. You know, I could not fucking believe he made that play. Later on, after the game, I found out that was his Scarfer too. So turn 2, the only thing that outspeeds my Mega Beedrill as well as my Kartana is gone. And that is fucking fantastic. I don't know that at the time in the game at turn 2, but that's what happened. So now I'm just here with a Sigilyph, and I just fucking killed its Hydre-GONE. I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? And now I can see I'm modest, so even if he is modest, he will outspeed me. And I kind of just have to sack this so that I can bring in something, probably Victini, and just click U-turn. But he actually goes for the U-turn himself and shows that he's Life Orb, which is fucking amazing because now he's guaranteed to be in Poison Jab range. Also, that shows me that he is not Choice Scarfed, so I just play the rest of the game like Infernape is Choice Scarfed. So, in those 2 turns, his biggest threat to my team is dead, and his second biggest threat to my team is not Scarfed, that's why it's the second biggest threat. So not a bad first 3 turns for Shaden, and I do get the lead matchup as well since he used U-turn, so I can go right into Victini and click Taunt like I was going to the whole time. That's what this is for. They always bring Scarf Taunt, I brought Scarf Taunt against them, ha! But, yeah, I taunt him, he can't go for rocks, I don't know what he's going to do. I thought he might just hard out into something along the lines of Infernape maybe some what's it called? Fucking, maybe like, I can't think, what is it? X-Cloud. Why couldn't I think of fucking X-Cloud's name? I just said it. I thought maybe he'd go to X-Cloud and try to sack it or something, I don't know. So I just went Dougie, seeing this as my opportunity to get my rocks up or get a big ass hit off on something, but he does make the good play and just go for U-turn. So he gets to bring in whatever he wants, and he chooses that to be Azumarill. And now it's 50-50 time, right? So if I wanted to be on, like, make a more defensive play, I go Alomomola, get some Rocky Helmet damage, and hope he doesn't click Belly Drum. If I want to be offensive, I can go Kartana, hope he doesn't click Knockoff, and then kill him with Leaf Blade. Then again, I have to, when I'm in with Kartana versus this, I'm going to be hesitant to click Leaf Blade, because if he's Sap Sipper, I just fucking lose. Like, straight up. So, I make what I think is a mid-ground play, but I guess what would be considered is not the middle ground play. I just fucking stay in. I click Groundium Z, because I don't think he's going to Jet, because I do have that Alomomola and the Kartana right there, so I figured maybe he'd click Belly Drum. Hopefully he wouldn't be Z Belly Drum, so he'd just have the Citrus or something, or the Figgy, or whatever the fuck they use, whatever you kids are using nowadays. And he just knocks off. So he has a severely weakened Azumarill. The only thing he can Belly Drum up on now is going to be the Alomomola. That's the only thing he outspeeds, I think, if he Sped Crept me. And now, I don't even have to click Leaf Blade. I can just click Smart Strike and kill this thing, get a Beast Boost, start doing some damage. But that does not happen. He goes up to a Poop. And all season he's just run defensive with like rocks, Memento, something like that. But he likes Rocky Helmet on this thing, or at least leftovers, you know, that residual recovery. I see neither. I did not take Rocky Helmet damage. Actually, I think Smart Strike might not touch you? I need to look that up. I don't know. It's the finals. I shouldn't be fucking debating on stuff. I'm pretty sure Smart Strike touches you, though. So, I saw no Rocky Helmet. I saw no leftovers. I started thinking, what the fuck is this Pokemon gonna do? He sent it out for a reason, obviously, other than just being a defensive Pokemon. Maybe he has like Colbur Berry for the Night Slash, so he can bop me with an HP Fire. Maybe he has the Bug Berry for the potential X Scissor, or from Beedrill. So I don't know what to do. I was not fucking around though, and I didn't know what to do. But in my head, if he's like Bandit Azu or something, that can still kill my Victini. If he predicts right again, if he predicts right the next time on like what I think to be a Jet or something, and he hits me with a knockoff, then Akame is ruined and can be revenged pretty easily. So and I can't bring out Alamomola. This whole game, I can't really bring out Alamomola because if I do, I have to double right back to something else that deals with Thundurus, because it's setup fodder for Thundurus. It really is. I don't regret bringing it. It's nice to have in the back, but it can't just sit there and like I can't just let it sit there and be setup fodder. So I just switch on out. I don't know what to do, so I just go to fucking Beedrill. I was like, fuck it, this thing ain't doing anything. I don't even want to Mega it in or whatever. I don't know. So I just go to Beedrill, and he goes for Trick. Now, in hindsight, probably shouldn't have gone Beedrill, but it fucking worked out so well. He can't trick me. I saw earlier he wasn't choiced, so I wasn't sure what he would trick me. Really wasn't sure. I was fucking clueless, but I know I didn't want it. Definitely. You don't try to trick out of his way for no reason. And, so, I thought he might try to save this because, it's his rocker, I'm assuming. So he'd either go for rocks here and hope he lives an X Scissor or a U-turn, or he'd go out into, like, I keep thinking he's going to sack the X Cloud. So that maybe he just sacked that or something. So I just go for the X Scissor trying to get damage. And in my confusion of wondering what the fuck is going on with this Uxie, I forget to Mega Evolve, so X Scissor doesn't actually kill. And thank fuck, he just goes for Yawn, and I do have U-turn as well. So on the following turn, I can just Mega Evolve for sure this time. U-turn on out of there, and again, take no Rocky Helmet damage, so there you go, confirmed. And now I just go out into good old Victini. I calced it, I do have a little bit of defense. Aqua Jet, even if he's Banded, Adamant, non-Sap Sipper, does not kill me. So if he Jets, then my play, I think, is to just go Alamomola and Healing Wish this back up. Also, I could tell from his damage if he'd be Banded or not. And if he clicks anything else, then I guess I just I think regardless, if he Jets, I go what's it called, Kartana. And if he doesn't, then I go Alamomola. He'll get the Rocky Helmet and he dies. So I do just that. I U-turn and I fucking kill him, which is unheard of because I was calcing with him to be on the bulkier side, and I did 9% maximum. So he must have been straight offensive Azumarill, I think, or close to it if not. And I kill him. And then I can just go into Beedrill, outspeed all three of his Pokemon, guaranteed kill Thundurus, pretty much guaranteed kill X-Cloud, and it'll be a roll to kill Infernape. So I figured on this turn he'll go Infernape because he's probably Scarf, probably click U-turn on my Alamomola switch, and then go into Thundurus and start doing damage. So my play here, no matter what, was to just click Poison Jab. But he goes X-Cloud, and that pretty much confirms that he's not Scarf Infernape. I start remembering what happened to that poor Hydre-GONE, and I'm like, okay, so it might have been Scarf Hydre-GONE, blah, 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 blah. And I kill his Poison Jab, guaranteed. I knew his spread from the U-turn damage, he died, no roll. Then he goes Thundurus, and I know this fucking thing, guys, I calc that too. You're done. The only thing left is the still possibly Scarf Infernape. Maybe he just didn't want to bring it out, I don't know. But it's not Scarf. I do get the roll if he wasn't hasty, and we win 4-0 versus Chris. So, let's talk about this for a second. Turn 2, holy shit, what the fuck, it made my whole game a lot easier not having to deal with a Scarf Pokemon, because obviously, in a situation like that, he could just come in and click Flamethrower, or U-turn if you wanted to predict me, and just do whatever. So, thankfully, he did make a bit of a misplay on turn 2, and he died to that Dazzling Gleam so hard. Holy fuck. I spent a lot of time making those fucking memes, so I hope you guys enjoyed that shit. But, yeah, good game to Chris, regardless. It was intense as fuck, guys. Like, let me tell you, I was over here sweating. I had to change shirts after this battle. It was, ugh. Every turn, you know, I was running like 3 or 4 calcs, trying to predict, think 3 or 4 turns ahead. Try to figure out, you know, what his team was, find every spread of everything to make sure that I could have the tools I needed to win. But he, again, made that a lot easier after turn 2. And it was, I don't know, it was a good game regardless. I think with the amount of thought that went into this, the differential at the end doesn't really show how close of a battle it was. 4-0 seems more like a 2-0 or a 1-0 or something, like, holy fuck. So, Again, good game to Chris. That was fun as fuck. We do win the PCP. Congratulations to me, right? Yeah. But, yeah, just to throw this out there, I do have the official PCP grudge match, me versus Dan, in about 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, depending when I upload this. So that'll be fun. That'll be probably the last PCP video that comes out for a while. So we'll do that. It'll be the exact opposite of this. This was 14 turns. That's going to be like 114. So that'll be a lot of fun. And thank you guys for the support over the season. It's been a fun season. It really has. I'll have another video as well about, you know, the Sacco and whatnot, all that fun stuff. But again, thank you for all your support and all that bullshit. Like, subscribe, share me, ask me a quiz on my yearbook. Look me up in the phone book too. Go ahead and do that. And then swipe right on Tinder. So, yeah, that's about it. You guys have yourself a good night, and I will see you later. Bye forever.